Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video with GamePlayer Sam. We're going to be playing out of Oregon today. As you can already see, I got the level 30 rock truck. Took a little bit of time off playing without streaming. I did end up getting rid of the excavator I had and the two other rock trucks just so I could free up a little bit of money to get it a little bit sooner. And we have ran a couple of loads with it. I think I already processed them, and that's how I have the money I have now. I don't think I processed that. But it's running pretty good. I've run into a couple little things with it as I almost get stuck. Run up the hill here, and I'll show you. So as you can already see, I had to cut into the ground a little bit to make it lower, and then I had to raise up the bed slightly. That was because this loader cannot load in the back of the truck, which was one of my concerns to begin with. But if I do this and then have it in this lower area, it loads in pretty well. I'll show you that real quick. I don't have my controller hooked up, so hopefully this works. Let me look real quick. Hopefully it auto detects my controller without having to relaunch the game. Yep, auto detected. Sweet. So you can basically drive straight up to it. Of course, I have to move the cut a little bit when it goes, but now I can load into it and still have plenty of room without hitting the bottom of the truck, which is nice. So we're gonna go ahead and start filling this up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new intro. If you guys caught that piece, that was something I worked on last weekend. It's the second time using it. I'm looking for a little bit of feedback on it. So if you guys liked it, please leave a comment about it. I'll change or see if you guys like it. I know some people probably won't like the music necessarily, but I was trying to find some free copyrighted music for right now until I find something different, or if you guys like that music, then I will switch that up if it comes to that. But as you can see, I can load really easy into the back of this truck. And I can get quite a bit more dirt mood because of this, because I'm not having to run two different trucks. I'm able to run one truck that runs slightly more than both of those trucks that I was running before. If I remember correctly, about 8 or 9 scoops to fill this truck up. Depending on what angle I put the bed at, because that affects how much material I'll put in without it falling out. So after I get this load down there, I'm going to queue up all my crafting stuff to get a little bit of levels from it. And then I'm going to probably have to widen up that path a little bit that it's backing down. Get some coal there. Because we're gonna have to start taking from this other wall. So of course I have not been counting, so I don't know how many loads I've been putting in. I probably ran probably 6 or 7 loads with this thing so far, so that's quite a bit of material. Okay, let me get one more way in there, and then I'll call that pretty close. Most of this is dirt and a little bit of pay dirt, but it's not a big deal. I'm trying to get a lot of it cleared out of the way. Okay, I'll get 1 scoop in the bucket, then I'll take you down there. The wash plant has definitely got to get reworked. I was looking at that, and it's would be 10 times easier to have a drop conveyor, not drop, yeah, drop conveyor, so you like drive over it with conveyors on the ground, and then oh, I'll fix this real quick, and drop into it versus what I'm doing now, because it takes a little bit of time to get lined up. I have to make sure I lower down my bed every time, and then I just drive down the hill. Of course, it's not a long drive, but it's a lot faster because I'm not having to do every single load like this in the loader. And eventually, I'm going to be getting so far away that it is not reasonable to be able to drive the loader anyways. So I don't know if I'm wasting any off of this, but I hope not. As of now, this thing cannot fit down there until that right corner down there gets cut out a little bit more. But that's not too much of a big deal right now because I don't have a loading ramp down there anyways. So if anything, I gotta probably wait until I get a different machine to do more work down there, or I'm gonna have to buy back my old rock trucks that I had before. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, I gotta flatten that out a little bit. That makes it so I can jump out too as well. And we are almost done with getting to this wall here, which is pretty nice. I wish I had a machine to get a little bit higher, but I'll probably have to blow that stuff down. Or try to make another uppercut somehow to get another cut started up there so I can continue this one. Okay. Ooh. I do have a Discord set up for anybody that's interested. So if you're wanting to join a Discord and possibly get a chance to play in Out of Ore or any other multiplayer games that I'm playing at the time, feel free to join that. And when the time comes to do that, we'll send out some notifications to let you guys know that. Just a little bit more, try to get a little bit more on that other side to even out the loads. Okay. See where we are with this one. Try to get as far as I can. Okay, fill up the bucket and I'll run down the hill again. Oh yeah, I forgot to run down there and start up all that crafting for all the experience. So I'm gonna run down there and start up all the crafting real quick so I don't forget again. Get all the ores transferred that's in the container right now out of there. So I can start cleaning this stuff up. Okay, get the diamonds first in there. Iron in here. Usually we'll get through all this iron. I think gold's in here. Yep. Quite a bit of gold to go through. Then there's more iron. Get through all this iron, we'll start processing all the other materials. Gold. This was copper. Aluminums. And aluminum is literally one off from being done. So that's really nice. I'll start freeing out some other stuff to spread out some of the other... yeah, I gotta drop. Where's the wash plant? Drop this off in here. Okay. Now we're gonna run this truck back up the hill. Yeah, I really need to redesign this whole thing. So what I was thinking, before I get this out there, I guess I can show you guys real quick. Always forget to do that. Okay. So what I was thinking was extending this whole platform out and then putting an L. So like there's gonna be 5 or 6 drop conveyors right here. And then it's gonna come probably start right in here. And then it's gonna go over here and then cut an L to going this way. So that way I can turn around in here and then line up with whatever one meets is better, because I'm gonna be backing out of this one hopefully. And this truck's gotta turn around and probably hit the one right here. Or however I decide on doing that. Just gotta figure out, because that coming from up there is going to be our biggest problem. And then all of it's, with this pad being extended, it's going to go out that way. And all of this is going to have to get massively increased. I have to have a lot of everything. I'm thinking it's going to be right around $1 million, maybe $1.25 million, just to redo all that with what I want to do. So whenever I get 1.2 million again, then I'll end up doing all that. Gonna have to also go get some more gravel, I think, anyways. I gotta buy back probably at least one of the haul trucks that I sold to get this rock truck. That way I can still run that the gravel pit, so that way I can get some gravel built up so I can get some concrete going. See how high up we can go on this. Be able to get to the top. Kind of close to it, but it's okay for now. This thing is helping out with getting everything down the hill pretty well, so I'm real happy about it. I just wish I didn't have to spend so much money on it, but that's a really good progression part of the game, so it makes sense. Get a little bit of coal on this one at least. Oh, I definitely down there. Make this the last scoop, then I'll put one in the bucket, and I will go down and dump again. I think the only thing that could probably load this thing and not have a problem is probably an excavator. But the excavators are so small at this point in the game, it's almost not worth using an excavator and just digging out a little pit like I have there and loading with a loader to make it a little bit easier. If I remember right, the next loader is not until 40 something, 45. Yeah, you get, I think, some excavators, but it's front shovel stuff, which I am nowhere good enough to run a front shovel right now, but I need to get some time in it. I can run an excavator pretty nice, but I can't run a front shovel very good, so I just need to get a lot more seat time in it. They always confuse me. It's backwards. I wanna do a different motion than what I'm supposed to be doing in it, and then I always end up messing up in it. So that's kind of sucks about it, but oop, bump. Gotta take more out of this. Getting pretty good with the loader though, at least. I still mess up occasionally in it, but I think everybody would. Even with a lot of time, you'll probably still mess up, just not as much. Get up here, see if I can get out of this top. The goal with this cut is eventually get this level level all the way down to the entrance over there, and then have a thing above the entrance. And then with this part over here, eventually I'm going to cut this section out until I get to where I have that road right there. Then I'm going to carve a new road into it. I was trying to get a big area of pay dirt, and there was a big coal deposit here, so it gives me a little bit of experience at the same time as getting pay dirt turned in for all the ores and stuff, so I can smelt all that and get a crap ton of experience. Okay. There we go. Fell on a little bit. Get my camera right. So flatten this out here in a second because it's getting kind of rough. Little bit, gonna be fixed with a shovel. I think this is the last scoop. I'll put one in the bucket and then I'll try flattening that out. A little bit because it's starting to get a little rough over in that spot. Shovel. I got the fast shovel, so this only take a second. Over here is pretty decent. Okay, now let's run this truck down the hill. Okay, there we go. You guys are liking this out of ore comment, this gameplay, please leave a like and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on to catch more gameplay. I'll be playing this for a couple more weeks. I'm hoping to switch to Farming Simulator whenever Farming Simulator comes out. I usually skip a year, so this is the 25 years, the year that I'm going to end up buying. The last one I bought was 20, I think. So I usually skip a year, that way I can so there's a little bit more changes involved with it before I start playing, because in my opinion they don't add enough, so they don't add enough with each year, so. And looks like they're gonna have some pretty interesting new crops that we'll be able to plant, and some new environments that look pretty interesting as well. So hoping that goes very well. I don't know yet if I'm gonna be playing Dragon Age. Dragon Age is looking like it is going. I don't know yet. In my opinion, I don't know. It looks like completely different than the first couple games, so I might wait a little bit to see how everybody reacts to it before I end up getting into that, because I don't know how well that game is going to do. It'll probably just do good just because people know the name. If you liked any of my previous gameplays, I have some gameplays in Dyson Spear and Ground Branch. Crap ton in Arma 3, which Arma 3 I'll be mixing into the bunch a little bit at the end of, I think, next month. I will be starting to play Arma 3 again. So if you guys are interested in any of those gameplays or series, let me know and I'll make sure to prioritize those. Okay, we're almost full with this. I'll probably make this the last one. Then I will get a scoop in the bucket like I usually do, and then go dump that load. There we go. Trying to see if I can get a big piece of that upper stuff without having to use dynamite, because that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. At least for the first piece, until I get the dozer up there and cut out a section so that I can have another cut up there. But we're getting a lot of pay dirt from this now since we're getting a little bit deeper in. Cut down slightly there, but that's okay. one more scoop in there, I think. Okay, get a scoop in the bucket, then I will go dump that again. I think this is like the 5th load. A big piece of this stream is just going to be digging the pit out, so... Starting to get a pretty big area there, though. Definitely helped with my speed to get this truck, so that was well worth the money for it. I always forget to put the bed up slightly. It helps load the truck a little bit, so... Good to get some of this coal collected. I think I have a coal quest right now, if I remember correctly, so... That'll give me a little bit of experience when I go off to sell that coal. Upper area right there. Yep. Okay. Scoop out of this. And we'll, I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty close to being full. So we're gonna get one more scoop in there and then run that down again. I know this might not be too amusing for some viewers, but that's why I cut some of this out before to try to make it so you didn't have to sit through this piece as much. Sorry, I got a stuffy nose right now. And get lined up. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull this truck up top and then see what we're sitting at on materials in the containers. I'm sure we have plenty of dirt to sell. That time I remember to bring out the bed. Okay. Yeah, we have quite a bit of dirt to sell. Sure, all this stuff is still running. How much left some of this has. Everything's about halfway done. Level 32. Okay. Is 6,000 more experience for only 1,100 and something more of material. That makes sense. We're still getting stuff in. Okay, we're gonna run back up the hill and get more stuff loaded up in the truck. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you are enjoying the video. Okay, almost halfway full of this truck. Cool. I think this is, let's see what it looks like when I get this load in. Might be end of that one, maybe? Yeah, it looks pretty close. Okay, turn this downhill again. Making some pretty good progress. A big section already taken out. Come on, I turned in wrong. There we go. Bump. A little bit, and then go back to the loader. Got a little bit of dirt on the ground there. Okay, almost got to this. I think that truck's about half full. Put one more scoop on, and I'll call that truckload good. Get it from this top. Okay, yep, that's full. The scoop in the bucket. Dug down there again. Yep. Flatten this all out so I stop messing up as much. see. I might end up. Let's see how. The truck not on. There we go. I might stop everything in the smelters real quick. I'm probably going to make something to eat. I probably should have did that before I started streaming. Which I'm sorry about. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I will probably be back here in an hour and a half, depending on how long it takes to cook and eat real quick. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll be back in like an hour and a half.